Whenever a child is set inside a pattern, if it's a negative pattern, sazaka, you punish whatever you're doing, which is not positive and is a fear-based mechanism, or even it's too positive, you keep rewarding for every single thing or whatever. You know, you pick up a little stone from the road and I'm going to take a selfie and put it on my Facebook, look at my son, Mother Teresa, or whatever, Father Teresa. This boy is going to get too much of reward or too less of a reward. Too much of carrot, too much of stick. Permanently a stick, permanently a carrot. So whatever the pattern is, small micro events, make sure you understand. As soon as the pattern is set, the brain starts getting dictated. Look at this brain, this is a child's brain, okay? The brain itself gets a new organ made. That's organ, it's not an organ, it's called a pattern. But that pattern starts behaving like an organ. So every single time, every single instance, that pattern is gonna become the boss of the brain. The brain is gonna become subservient, like insulin became the boss of pituitary gland. Just like that fear or that entitlement, that need to get the reward, that is going to dictate the way his brain is going to behave. That's called cognitive lock. Once the cognition is locked by the year 11th, maybe even 10th, sometimes even 9, irreversible for life. But 100% sure for 11th and 12th year, he's not going to change now because the brain is locked. The chemistry is locked. Brain is going to function based on that pattern. Now, whatever happens in his or her life, he's going to go through the same sort of anxiety, stress, trauma, even though it's going to be a tiny little thing. But you won't even know that this boy or a girl, even though he's going to be 20, even 30, he's going to go through a little child, a trauma of something which is going to happen during a driving or a restaurant or dinner or a friendly debate, or could be anything. But you won't know that his brain is subservient to a certain chemical process that initiated when he was 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. Now, this is something which is called cognitive lock, cognitive locking. Once a brain is locked, then you cannot open these barriers. So these barriers need to be opened, but you can only open these barriers if you've already not locked the brain. Masla ye hai ki zyadatar Pakistaniyon ke brains locked hai because of the adverse political, social and domestic issues. And the worst of the worst problem, where's the camera? The joint family system. This kills everything because if you're not locking him, Bade Tayabu has locked him. If you are not locking her, aapki nand ne kar diya. And she's gonna get a totally different treatment from her khala and a totally opposite treatment from her pupho just because her khala is giving her X treatment. Because something about you is either loved or resented by either of these parties.